White Boy would allegedly continue taking paid hits for Landlord Low. He shot up his target, noticed they survived, then in truly evil fashion, followed their car to the emergency room and shot at them again as they entered the parking lot.
He's some type of super killer.
We frequently cover drill rappers on this channel, and it seems more and more often that these drill rappers aren't really rappers. They're near serial killers that just rap on the side.
Unfortunately,
the subject of today's
video, I don't call them serial killers. I call them goofies with guns that want to be tough.
Stop it. Get some help.
That's the real word for it, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Now listen, I got this grab leaf pack right here. It's the black pack. I just want to let you guys know that this black pack is it's a natural whole leaf, okay? And it's sent from God himself. Now, if you want this video to be 10 times more funny, entertaining, and nice to watch, I want you to get your thonky, get you a black pack of grab leaf, roll it up, put some fire on it, smoke it. Watch the smoke go up in the air, and you're going to enjoy the video 10 times more, baby!
The subject of today's video is alleged to have committed at least 6 murders and carried out multiple murders for hire, all by the age of just 19. On one of his hits, he allegedly shot up his target, noticed they survived, then in truly evil fashion, followed their car to the emergency room and shot at them again as they entered the parking lot.
Oh, now that is loco, homie.
Stop it. Get some help.
He's some type of super killer. He's Thanos himself.
The subject of today's video is none other than White Boy Spin, and today we're going to be telling his story. But before we get into the video, please be sure to like and subscribe.
White Boy Spin and lost his mind.
White Boy Spin, real name Nigel Riddick Roberson, was a rapper and gang member from Birmingham, Alabama. He was a member of a violent street gang called 420. 420 has built up a reputation for being filled with killers, so as you can imagine, they've made plenty of enemies over the years.
Right.
They primarily beef with the gangs M6, H2K, standing for Hard to Kill, 3100, and TSMG, who also go by the name Ray World to honor a deceased member named Ray Ray, who was killed at just 14 years old in 2017. White Boy got involved in the street life at a very young age and quickly built a reputation in the streets for being a cold-blooded killer. He was considered one of the top shooters in his gang and was the main one to take initiative whenever they wanted someone. White Boy would frequently go on hits with another rapper slash 420 member named 41st AJ. In fact, in a Facebook Live, White Boy's sister openly bragged about how White Boy and AJ were steppers in the streets and their names were ringing bells with detectives.
Your sister is on live talking about how you are a well-known killer and your name is ringing bells with detectives. You motherfucker.
Stop it. Get some help.
No. You need to stop it and get some help, man. I don't understand how you could be this slow and then you bragging about it like this shit make you cool. Like, ma'am.
Hold up. That hoe said White Boy ain't nobody. Come on now. Come on now. The detectives know about White Boy. The detectives know about him. The detectives even know about him. On my mom, they know about him. They know, on my mom, the detective know about AJ and White Boy. On Jesus, on God, I'm lying and flying. On God, I swear to God. The detective know about these boys. On Jesus Christ, I swear to God. The detective know about these boys. They know they was stepping on shit.
Like, come on, bro. So, instead of denying it, see now, if I was somebody, brother, if my brother was out here killing people or whatever he was doing, and somebody said, White Boy ain't nobody, I'm like, yeah, he ain't nobody. He ain't doing nothing to nobody. I'm just going to at least act like he ain't doing nothing. I'm not, this is evidence, man.
Stop it. Get some help.
Real bad. They said that. They said that. Come on now. Get out of there. Get out of there, please.
White Boy's name was frequently linked to murders and attempted murders.
Oh my God.
Rumors in the streets linked him to the death of a man named Coop from Bessemer, Alabama, and the death of a TSMG member named PJ/PZ. A 420 member named Man was the one charged with Coop's, but it's rumored that White Boy was involved as well. White Boy wouldn't stop there and would soon be allegedly involved in the death of one of his biggest ops.
I can't believe that people really walk around this slow. Like it blow my mind every day. I've been doing these videos for years, folks. It blow my mind every video.
One of TSMG's main shooters was a man named Trigga, renamed Davion Hickley. He was allegedly involved in multiple shootings that targeted members of 420. On April 25, 2022, Trigga was in the parking lot of a Shell gas station in the 800 block of 3rd Avenue when multiple gunmen pulled up and opened fire. Trigga was shot multiple times and was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead at just 19 years old. White Boy Spin and 41st AJ are rumored to have been the gunmen in this incident, and they released multiple songs pretty much openly confessing to this. Also, White Boy pretty much blatantly confessed to it on Instagram Live.
Dumbass.
Pull the trigger, everybody know he got faced by AJ.
Long little hit in his head. That trigger ain't dead, but I think he dead. Only one put a little bitch in his bed. Only one hop by the car that foot trying to rob me. I'll turn the bitch to a thread.
We caught an out left and brain right with 30.
Hey, hold on. He say story time on Trigga.
Story time on Trigga. Get his ass.
Story
Get
time
up with
on
that
Trigga.
finish.
Alright, I'm gonna say a story time on Trigga. Gonna be real short. Once upon a time, there was a nigga named
Cha-ching.
White Boy, but he go by Top, and there was a nigga named Trigga that threatened me with a Glock. So I took his little Top and shit, it was just over with. Shit, it was just over with.
Just 2 days after allegedly killing Trigga, White Boy and 420 would take a massive loss of their own.
The 23. What you
On
thought
April-
was finna happen if you just this man and you on Instagram bragging about it? Like I don't understand that at all, folks. I just don't get it.
April 27, 2022, a 420 member named 23, renamed LaCameron Daru, was riding in a vehicle on the 901 Bankhead Highway when another car pulled up beside him and someone inside opened fire, riddling his car with bullets.
You ever had one of them days where everything seems to go wrong? I mean, you're just trying to grab a cup of coffee and BAM! You're tangled in a pile of boxes because the shelf is broken. And just like that, I realized sometimes accidents at work are more than just funny stories. They can actually change everything. Trying to handle a workplace injury on your own? It's like trying to fix the broken shelf yourself. More chaos, more headaches, and it's no guarantee that you'll get what you deserve. You got paperwork, insurance calls, and someone always telling you to wait. It's enough to make you wish you had a secret weapon. But here's the thing, there's a team of people that fights for people just like you. For over 35 years, Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, has been winning cases when everybody else said it couldn't be done. In Florida, someone got $12 million after a work accident, even though the insurance was ready to offer just $350,000. In Pennsylvania, a worker was awarded $26 million, which was 40 times the initial offer. These are not just numbers. They're real victories for real people, all thanks to the team that fights hard for justice. More than 1,000 attorneys across all 50 states, like a legal squad ready to jump into action. Yeah. They've recovered over $25 billion for clients. And they have a long history of helping workers get what they're owed. Because when you're injured at work, you shouldn't have to go at it alone. You can just click the link below or the QR code that's on your screen. No endless waits or confusing forms. Just a quick way to start protecting your rights today. So if you had an accident on the job, do not risk doing it alone. You can check out Morgan & Morgan, because even in the toughest workplace accidents, a strong team makes all the difference. And trust me, there's a reason why they're America's largest injury law firm. It's because they fight for the people just like you.
23 was shot multiple times, and responding officers pronounced him dead at the scene at just 22 years old. Another person was in the car with 23, and they were shot as well, but they survived their injuries after being taken to UAB Hospital. Right. It's rumored that members of TSMG were responsible for this. They hinted in songs that it was Get Back for Trigga. Unfortunately for 420, the losses wouldn't stop there, as a little under 4 months later, White Boy would lose his best friend.
All that talking you gonna do. Let me tell you something. I don't know why you think they're just gonna be out here. You finna kill 125 people and nobody gonna do nothing to y'all. You think because you got 127 bodies that you just now automatically somehow, some way bulletproof? You realize that these motherfuckers actually think like this, right? You would think you would be killing them and not saying nothing about it, so you don't put a target on your back from the police or the ops. That's what you would think. That's not what he's doing.
On August 12, 2022, 41st AJ, real name Alfred Jenkins, was standing in the doorway of a gas station in the 4000 block of Messer Airport Highway when he was ambushed by 4 to 5 shooters. Dozens of shots were fired, and AJ was struck numerous times. He was taken to UAB Hospital, where he was pronounced at just the age of 18. AJ was allegedly killed by members of the gang H2K. Prior to his death, they had been dissing each other back and forth on social media, and various members had shot at each other. This loss devastated White Boy, and he posted a tribute to AJ on his social media. AJ's death would make White Boy even more eager to kill his enemies.
So he got some give back. Bobo and Slime.
AJ was one of White Boy's closest friends and a beloved member of 420. Losing him made White Boy and 420 hungry to kill any member of H2K they could find, no matter the circumstance. On September 2nd, 2022, an H2K member named Bobo, renamed DeMarcus Moss, was driving in a car with 2 of his 4 children.
Now he driving in the car with 2 of his 4 kids. Now y'all see how just associating yourself with some can get you killed. They said they looking for any H2K member. They ain't say they looking for the person who is homie. They looking for anybody that be around them, anything. They don't care nothing about nothing, for they just want to see they ops cry how they cry.
In the 800 block of Arkadelphia Road when his car was shot up. Bobo was
hit
multiple times but continued to drive, making it almost to Interstate 59/20 before he collided with another vehicle in the 1000 block of Arkadelphia Road. Officers arrived on the scene and rushed him to UAB Hospital, where he was pronounced at just 22 years old. White Boy was allegedly one of the people responsible for this. On December 2nd, 2022, an H2K member named Slime, renamed Cornelius May Jr., was in a vehicle near a Chevron gas station on Finley Boulevard when gunmen pulled up and shot up the car he was in. After being hit, the car Slime was in crashed into a tree. The Birmingham Police Department eventually arrived and pronounced Slime on the scene at just the age of 20. It is widely rumored that White Boy was allegedly one of the gunmen in this incident. White Boy would go on Instagram Live and mock both Bobo and Slime's deaths.
Slime got his chase cross train tracks. Bobo got ran off of Arkadelphia. Bobo got ran off like Arkadelphia with his baby in the car.
So is this man locked up
Aside
or what?
from targeting his main
Where the
ops,
police at?
White Boy would allegedly also participate in for hire. White Boy had a close relationship with another Alabama rapper named Landlord Low. Low would allegedly pay White Boy to take out people for him. An Alabama rapper named Cash Cow
and then they snitching on him? If Lolo dropped the bag, I'm on your ass. I need that bread.
Also known by the name Breon, allegedly shot a friend of Landlord Low, so Low placed a bounty on his head. White Boy went to collect it. On May 21st, 2023, Breon was in the parking garage of the Cortland Vesta apartment complex when a gunman pulled up and shot him. Birmingham Fire and Rescue arrived and pronounced Breon dead at just the age of 27. White Boy pretty much openly confessed to committing this murder in his songs.
My favorite one, Breon got turned to some rent, we stuck that pussy in the black.
Following this incident, White Boy would allegedly do another for hire.
And you 2 girls?
Following the death of Breon, White Boy would allegedly continue taking paid hits for Landlord Low. On September 4, 2023, White Boy allegedly went on a mission to kill a man that Landlord Low placed a bounty on. The target was at the Aria Restaurant and Lounge on 5th Avenue North when gunfire erupted. The target was hit, but so were 2 innocent women named Markesia Atkins and Shavada Willis. The target was able to drive themselves and the woman to the UAB hospital emergency room. However, they were followed. Once they arrived, 2 suspects reportedly opened fire on them
That's
while
crazy,
they're in
bro.
their vehicle outside the hospital, causing the ER to temporarily be locked down.
That's
Gunfire
crazy.
also hit an SUV that belonged to UAB police, and it hit a hospital emergency room door.
That's crazy.
The suspects then fled the scene. UAB hospital staff pronounced Marquisia at just the age of 24 and Chavada at just the age
That's
of 33.
insane, bro.
The target survived his injuries. White Boy Spin was allegedly one of the gunmen in this incident.
That's
Eventually,
insane.
all of the noise White Boy was making in the streets would catch up to him.
He got his ass locked up. Oh, he got, of course. I was surprised. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna be surprised if the video ended without him being locked up or killed.
Prior to his death, a $100,000 bounty was allegedly placed on White Boy Spin's head. White Boy would brag about this and taunt his enemies to come collect it. His name was ringing so many bells in the streets that his enemies were desperate to take him out. On December 2nd, 2023, White Boy Spin was riding in the passenger seat of a vehicle in the 900 block of 5th Avenue North when multiple gunmen fired at least 17 rounds into his vehicle. White Boy was struck numerous times and was rushed to UAB hospital. He would succumb to his injuries and was officially pronounced dead at just the age of 19.
19
Members
years
of
old.
3100 were
Stupid as
allegedly
hell.
responsible for White Boy's death, but members of H2K also claimed responsibility. Man, it's sad to see all this death and destruction that started over pretty much nothing. Most of the people dying in this beef haven't even reached the age of the average college graduate.
It's crazy.
RIP to everyone that passed away in this video, especially the 2 innocent women that died over a beef they had nothing to do with. Let me know you.
That's why you cannot be lacking while it's cracking, and it's always cracking, so you can't never be lacking. Do your homework, folks. Do your homework. People be getting over nothing. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Them females ain't had nothing to do with nothing, bro. They were just out at a lounge, chilling. So I don't give a damn. That's why no matter where I'm at, we could be at Ruth Chris, we could be at the Waldorf store, we could be at the best hotels in the world, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna always be on point because you just never know, shorty. You never know. You never know. You never know, bro.